Hey guys, so I just wanted to get on here and finally upload a video. Excuse my voice. I'm still sick. My son has had a cold um, for the past couple days, and I finally got it. Um, so it's just my nose. And I have a little bit of a cough, but anyways, I just wanted to update you guys. I am now 37 weeks today, and I don't even remember my last update, like my last pregnancy update, but I feel super bad because I really wanted to do the weekly updates, or at least like the every time I had an appointment update, but it's been really hard this time around because this pregnancy is a lot different. And I'm just more exhausted, and I've been more sick, and just a lot of different things have happened. Like, this has been like a scary pregnancy for me. I've been in the hospital I don't know how many times, and then I've here in the later part of my pregnancy, the last like month and a half, I would say, he has scared me a few times where he has not moved, so I've had to go to the hospital because they tell you every time you feel a decrease in movement to go in. So I've been doing that, and then I just went into the ER again last night because I've been having a hard time breathing, and I've had chest pain, and I can't remember why the lady told me to go in because of the shortness of breath and the chest pain, like why it was so important. But they did x-rays on me last night, and they did, what was it? X-rays and what else? Oh, an EKG. That's what it's called. Just to make sure I'm okay and everything like that. And then, so I was there for like a good like 2 hours just waiting for like the results and stuff, on top of being seen and everything. Not just waiting, but 2 hours to be seen and to do the x-rays and the EKG and to wait for the results. So they came in and told me that that was like all good and everything like that. And then the doctor came out that was see me in the ER and was like, asked me about when my last period was, and I'm like, well, to be honest, the last period I had was back in 2014, which was the period I had right before I found out I was pregnant with my son. So I told her, I was like, July of 2014, and she looked at me like, really? That's like 4 years ago. And so she went in, and then she came back out, and then she said, have you been having any pain in your abdomen area? And I'm like, and then she said something about cramping, and so I was like, yeah, I've had cramping though. And she goes back into the room where they see you and everything, and then she comes back out, and she goes, well, because you're having cramping and stuff like that, and you're this far into your pregnancy, we're gonna send you up to labor and delivery, and we're gonna monitor you and the baby. And I was like, oh my god, seriously? That is why I don't like going into the ER or into labor and delivery, because I've gotten so many times, and it makes me seem like dramatic about my pregnancy, and it just seems like I've wasted my time all the times that I've gone, because I've always ended up being fine. But then again, it's like the thought in the back of my head, like, what if I didn't go? Like, what if something happened to my baby? And the lady on the phone, the nurse that I talked to in labor and delivery before I even went to ER, she's like, I don't know why all these doctors are telling you different things. Like, if you're having chest pain and this and this and this, then, or like just different things, because I've been hearing different things from different doctors, so it's confusing. So that's another reason why I hate going into the ER or labor and delivery, because they all tell me different things, and it's like, well, which one is true? Because I've also had problems with my blood pressure this pregnancy. They've been up and down, and I was told that 120 over whatever is like high, or it's the start of being high, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm sorry, I'm really out of breath. It's the shortness of breath thing that's going on. It hasn't really gone away, and the chest pain is like still there. It's like pretty bad, but they didn't see anything, so I'm just assuming that I'm fine, even though I'm super uncomfortable. So to go on with the story of last night in my update, because this is my update. I mean, I'm updating you guys fresh news, because this literally just happened last night around like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock, something like that, somewhere around there. I have done walking. I went walking on, I can't remember what day it was, but then I went yesterday. Me and my husband went to this outlet mall and we walked around, and then we went home, and then I was just like, I'm really having bad cramping. I mean, we did other things that can, help induce labor, if you catch what I'm meaning. And so, like, doing all of that in one day, it made me start having contractions, like real contractions, I guess. Because when I was in labor and delivery, I was feeling the pain, like my stomach would get tight. And she was asking me, like, how far are your contractions, or how far apart are your contractions? And I'm like, honestly, I don't even know if that's what I'm having. I'm going to assume because they are painful, and my stomach does get tight and everything like that. But I didn't even know I was having contractions with my first son. So I don't even know if I'm going to know when I'm having them with him. Even though I want to say that I am having contractions, I just don't know how far apart they are, because I'm not good at, really telling how long they're lasting. But I was watching the monitor, and the paper thing that comes out and it shows your contractions. I was watching it and his heart rate while whenever my stomach would get hard. And I'm going to assume that that's when I was having contractions, because I have my paper, like the discharge papers right here, because I want to read you guys some of the stuff that's on here. This is what they told me. They said, you are having contractions but are not yet in labor. You may be feeling disappointed that you were not admitted to labor and delivery to give birth yet, which I'm not disappointed. It's just, as long as I'm not like in labor, it's fine. But I just want labor to start. So now that I know that it has started, I'm just in the early part of it. It's fine. At least I know that the walking and stuff is working. I just have to keep doing it more. I was going to do walking today, but I haven't yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. But anyways, and then it says, many women come to labor and delivery before it is time to have their babies, and it is normal to feel anxious or let down if this happens. The very early part of a normal labor will be more comfortable for you at home. So that's why they sent me home last night, I'm assuming. And plus, I was still only 1 centimeter, which I didn't mention that at the beginning of the video, but I am 1 centimeter dilated. I don't know if I'm effaced at all, but they never even told me any of that with my first son. But I am 1 centimeter, and I am having contractions, but I guess they're just not that strong, and I'm only 1 centimeter still, so they are not going to admit me, which is totally fine. Just as long as, things are happening, even if it's slowly. I hope he still comes soon. Rather than April, I'm really pushing for this month. So, but it does tell me, like, stuff about how far apart my contractions have to be, how long they have to last, stuff like that. And then it tells me, like, about the kick counts, which is just the same thing over and over again. But that's pretty much the update on my pregnancy. I have gained weight, actually. Finally, I know in the last update I was always talking about how I was losing weight and not gaining weight, or if I was gaining weight, I would lose it again. So I am at 175 and I don't think I'm gonna gain any more weight. I mean, I'm gonna check myself or check my weight when I get home, and I'm also gonna check my blood pressure, because when I checked my blood pressure last night before I went in, it was accurate to the blood pressure they gave me in the ER, which was, it was on the higher side. Like, it was higher than what it normally is. So anyways, I'm gonna do all that, and I will do a bump, or a baby bump. I'll show you guys my bump, or I'll show you guys my belly. I don't know why that just seems funny to say is bump, but I'm gonna show you guys my belly when I get home in a separate video, because I can't really show you guys right now. I've been sitting in my car and it's raining. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm waiting for my mom to get off work, and Gabriel, hold on. Let me take this off. I have it on my car mount, but Gabriel is back there sleeping. So, he's in here still. But I will do all of that later when I get home. This video is already long enough, and I hope that I can upload it. So I'm going to upload it right now, and I hope you guys enjoyed my little update. And if you guys would like to see any other videos from me, please let me know. I'm going to redo my what's in my diaper bag video, by the way, because I deleted it. So just in case you guys don't see it, that's why I wanted to redo it. So I'll be doing that. I was going to do it earlier, but things happened and I just didn't get around to doing it. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to go because this is already a super long video, but I wanted to get this up before like anything really happened. And I will try to get a video up when I do go into labor, like a really short, like, hey, I'm in labor video. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later.